Sup, fuckers? Thanks for staying up. Thanks for coming out. So good. I went to Monkey Mia last year. Does anyone know Monkey Mia? Okay, I'll fill you in. I know Monkey Mia, right, because that's where the twins Brooke and Sebastian, that I went to primary school with, that's where they went on a family holiday, and they came back to school and they told me about it. I was like, oh my God, that sounds amazing. And then I went home to my mum and dad and went, can we please go to Monkey Mia for our next family holiday? And they laughed. And then my mum started singing, she's got high hopes, she's got high hopes. So we didn't go. So when I was an adult, many, many years later, I went, I'm going to go to Monkey Mia. So I went to Monkey Mia last year, and Monkey Mia, it's north of Perth, right? And it's in a place called Shark Bay, and there's quite a large dolphin population there. And back in like the 70s, 80s, into the early 90s, used to be able to interact with the dolphins, like get in, go for a swim with the dolphins. Used to be able to go up to the shops, buy a bucket of fish, walk down to the water, hold out a fish, feed a dolphin, tickle under the chin and go, there you go, Flipper. Good dolphin, right? There'd be like fishermen in their boats having their fish and chips and being like, oh, I've had enough of this dim sim. There you go, mate. And toss it out to a dolphin. They did work out that this is not good for the dolphins, right? So lots of dolphins were dying. It's mostly so dolphins were breeding, they were having babies, but the calves were dying because it is really tricky to teach a dolphin to hunt for dim sim. So they put a ban on it, except they still do a feeding because the dolphins are used to it, right? So, but the feeding is done in a very strict, controlled environment. So you can go and watch a feeding. Happens at 6:30 in the morning. I went along. So 6:30, there was like 150 people lined up along the beach, right? And you stand there with your feet in the water. There's dolphins swimming up and down, and there's a ranger doing a little talk, telling us about the history of the dolphins, facts about dolphins, and then they go, okay, what's going to happen now is we'll have volunteers will come out, 3 volunteers will come out with some fish, and they will choose 3 people at random to come out and feed a dolphin, okay? Just going to be completely at random, okay? So we don't want people screaming and yelling, going, oh, pick me, I love dolphins, look at me, I'm a dolphin, I love them, right? We're just at random, very calm. And don't be like pointing at your friends going, oh, she's mad for dolphins, pick them, get that one, she loves dolphins, right? We don't want to freak out the dolphins, okay? So everyone just step out of the water and our volunteers will come and pick people at random, right? Which means there is 150 people lined up along the beach like this. I looked around and thought, do you know what, I reckon I'm in with a shot here. Like I looked around and thought, everyone here looks pretty beige, yeah? But then right at the last minute, this family comes in and this kid stands next to me, right? He's like maybe 10 years old. He's wearing a rashie with a dolphin on it, and he's clutching a plush toy that's a dolphin, right? And the volunteer's coming up, and I'm looking at it just going, don't pick the kid. Come on, don't pick the kid. He's got his whole life for this. Don't pick the kid. Pick the 42-year-old that's there on her own, yeah? What's her story? Reckon she might need this a bit more than him, yeah? Anyway, they picked the kid, right? Of course they picked the kid, right? They picked the kid and he walks out and they go, oh, you can bring your family with you. And I was like, oh, I'm his mum. So he goes out and his younger sister is behind him, and then he stops and he turns around to his younger sister and just goes, I can't believe I got picked. And I was like, I can, look at you, mate. Anyway, he went out and he fed the dolphin and he loved it. Like, he was beside himself. He was so excited. He was having such a good time. Like, I saw him like 20 minutes later up the beach just still beaming from ear to ear, like just blissed out by the whole experience. And I said to him, I'm like, hey mate, are you having the best day of your life? And he looked up at me and just went, yeah. I'm the dolphin whisperer. I'm like, oh mate. I had one night booked at Monkey Mire. I booked 4 more nights. I'll tell you about it later.